Hi, I'm Christian. Welcome back to another On the Road video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. Today we're working on a Frigidaire French door refrigerator, and we're going to be replacing the ice maker because the ice maker is not functioning. The tools you will need to complete this repair are a 1/4-inch nut driver, a pair of diagonal cutters, and a Phillips style screwdriver, or a Phillips style bit incorporated with a drill. Stop. Before beginning any repair, always be sure to disconnect the power to the appliance. It is also recommended to test the outlet for proper voltage. The reason why we are replacing the ice maker is because the thermistor, which is the sensor on the ice maker, had broken off, so the wires were just dangling down in the ice container. To begin the ice maker repair, first we want to remove the ice bin. There's a little handle here, you just pull straight out and you can set it aside. To gain access to the ice maker, there are 2 Phillips style screws that are securing this L, we'll call it an L panel here in place. One is located right here and the other one is located at the bottom of the straight piece right here. So we're going to go ahead and remove them. Once the screws have been removed, we can actually slide this bracket or this panel down and then pull straight out. Next step is to remove the 1/4-inch screw that is securing this panel in place. This panel hides the ice maker wires. The 1/4-inch screw, we can go ahead and remove it. Once the screw has been removed, we can remove the actual panel. And it just slides out of place. And as you can see, the wires are now exposed. Now we're going to disconnect the wires. They are Molex connectors. So there's a center piece here on the connector that you push down in and then pull out. Sometimes it can be difficult. Now these wires go to the ice maker and the auger motor with the fan assembly and the sensor in the rear. And then this set of wires goes to the actual ice maker. So once the wires have been disconnected, we can slide the ice maker straight out and untuck the set of wires that goes to the rear components. Now we're going to carefully cut the zip tie that's securing the wires to the rear components that are on the ice maker bracket. Now be careful because you don't want to cut the wires to the components. Now we're going to remove the wire harness here from the ice maker assembly. And you can see it just gets tucked into place. So you just move it out of place just like that. There's one more zip tie in the back that we're going to have to cut. So now we remove both zip ties and release the wire harness from the actual guide. So now we can just pull the ice maker assembly straight out with the bracket. The reason why we are replacing the ice maker, as you can see, there's these 2 wires that are stripped and they're just hanging there. This is the old ice maker. There's also a crack on the actual ice tray. Now this is the new ice maker. As you can see, the sensor assembly is zip tied and secured to the actual ice tray, and there's no wires hanging. Now we're ready to install the new ice maker since the old ice maker has been removed. So to do so, the first thing we're going to do is lay the ice maker in the ice container. That's this whole assembly here. We're going to lay it in there and then run this wire harness, which goes to the rear components, through the wire harness guide here. Once it's in place, we are then going to zip tie it to secure it fully with one zip tie in the harness. Now note, this will be, because of the limited space, this will be a little difficult to do. Now we're ready to install the new ice maker. And we're just taking note on the old one to show you. There are 4 pins that are hanging down from the ceiling of the ice maker compartment. Now the 4 pins are going to slide into these slots. There's 4 of them. Once they're slid all the way, the ice maker will itself be secured to the ceiling, and then we can reinstall the wire panel to secure the rest of the ice maker. Once the ice maker is secured in its original position, we can now reconnect the wires. So the wires are keyed to go on only one way, so just line up the wires where they're supposed to go and push right on. Now we're ready to reinstall the wire panel. The wires get tucked inside of this panel here. On the left-hand side is where there's a little space here where the wires are going to be going through the opening. That way they're not crushed. Just line up the panel, tuck the wires in. Slide the panel forward, line up the opening for the screw. Again, it's that 1/4 inch screw. And then we can go ahead and re-secure the panel with that 1/4 inch screw. Now we're ready to replace the front ice compartment cover. You can see that there's a little tab here. There's a little space right above the tab. There's another tab right here on the ice compartment. So we're actually gonna line up this tab that's on the ice compartment to the opening at the top of the tab that is on the ice compartment cover. It's gonna slide into place. Once it's slid into place, we can re-secure the cover with the 2 Phillips style screws. Once it's in place, we can go ahead and slide it up and it locks in place. So now we're ready to re-secure the panel here with the 2 Phillips style screws. Now we can reinstall the ice bin and the repair will now be complete. Thank you for watching another quality in-home repair video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.